Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Wargaming Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos and what are they all about? Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I'll show you guys how to put it together. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue, as in things are numbered wrong to the instructions, I'll let you guys know. If there's any part of the sprue you need to be careful with, again, I'll give you guys a heads up. If you suffer with dyslexia or just struggle with instructions in general, it's a visual way to help you. If you are thinking of a new army or thinking of models for an army that you already have and just not sure about how easy they are, this is a visual way to help you. Basically, Let's Build videos are to make every single model accessible to you, no matter your age or your skill level or anything like that. Okay, so for all my regulars here, guys, I feel the love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. So, as you would have seen from the thumbnail, I'm building an Invader ATV for the Space Marine Force. This is from the Imperial magazine, but I would imagine if you buy the box, this is how the sprue comes. Okay, I would imagine that's, if it's different, then someone let me know, but I'd imagine that is. So tools needed as usual. Mold line scraper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical blade. The light's actually really weird again. If you do use that, just be careful because it is, the light's gone really weird. There we go. If you're using a bladed tool, just be careful because it's sharp and it could, you could cut yourself. Make sure nobody scares you by accident. So let them know you're using a blade. Clippers, most useful part of our kit. Now I do have sanding sponge, or this is sanding block. It's basically foam with sandpaper on the side. You get it in the hardware shop near the wallpaper or the sandpaper, somewhere in between. And this is perfect for getting into little bits that you have to be so careful with, or if there's chains or piping and you need to fold it. Yeah, you need to just give it a little fold to get into it. It's nice, easy. This is also handy but afterwards, when you put the model together and you realise, oh, I've missed that model line there, or I've missed that, you can just come in with this and it's nice and easy. It doesn't come in this size. I've cut that down, so that's why it's all butchered to bits. It usually comes in a block this size. As you see, they use this on the big build. There's still a bit of material on there, but I'm not going to use it for something like this. It's a plastic kit, so plastic glue. I do have super glue at hand just in case. So for everyone that's new, what we do now is we have a look at the sprue, or in this case sprues. Now why do we do that? So we can ascertain what's what, because when you look at this first of all, you go, oh my goodness me, oh there's so many parts, where do I start? But if we break it down, it makes life a hell of a lot easier. So we start with the small sprue first. Obviously they're tyres. There's Space Marine, presume that's the guy standing up. There's Space Marine bodies, both front and back. There's the back of body. So one of those backs is going to be for him. There's a backpack. There's arms. There's a head. There's the handles with the wrists on it. There's little hands on it. There's the hands holding the mounted weapon. And on the other sprue, I presume that's the base of the body, base of the vehicle. Yeah, there's Space Marines. I think that there's Space Marine feet at the back to say he's standing to him. There's a side of it. Looks like the front or the back, but that's where one of the wheels will go onto. Looks like top chassis, something like that. Some melter guns. There's some plating. There's the Gatling, whatever that's called. Bolt rifles. Yeah, just general bits of pieces. Some of the bits like this, you go, what the hell's that for? Or what's this for? We'll get to that when we come into them. So I'm going to finish getting set up and I'm going to come back to you with the first pieces. I have made it a bit easy because all the tyres are numbered 8. So we need one of those first of all, one of those tyres. And then on the other sprue, we need number 5 and number 7. There's number 5 and there's number 7. Very straight. Oh, actually, hold on. There's number 7 as well. There's number 5. Okay, so they've done it They're the same part, but on two different sides. So they've done it, actually made it really easy and simple for us. Yeah, so 5 and 7 and 1 tyre. I'm going to snip them and clean them. I'll show you how they go together. Right, so it's very, very simple. So this is number 5. It just goes in there like so. Okay. And then this piece is number 7. That slots in there. And it lines up at the back here. Like so. Okay. You have it done like that. So yeah, that's how it goes together. So I'm going to glue that in place, and then we'll come back for the next piece. So the next piece we need is number 4, which is this amazing piece here. I'm going to snip it, clean it, I'll show you how it goes together. And this piece is very straightforward. So you got the half piece there. Yeah. So I'm going to put some glue onto it. And that half piece just slides in there. Like so. So the next piece is needed is another tyre, which is number 8. And we need number 16, which is this piece here. So we're just taking this piece. So we're going to need this piece as well now, and a tyre. Right, so this piece, the tyre, you'll see on this, there's just 2 little bars that stick up there. This on the tyre, there's 2 little bits what it's going to do. So that slots in there, like so. Yeah. And then that piece, there's a little hole there. There's a pin. So it just sits on there. And that goes in there, like so. Yeah, so I'm going to glue it into place and come back to you for the next piece. Right, so what we've done here, you need to do it again. We'll use number 1 instead. So you start with one of the tyres, which is number 8, number 7 and number 5. Do the same thing we did on the first tyre. Then you're going to come over this piece, attach it to it, same way again, yeah, with the funny half circle thing. Then you'll need number 17, which is this one, and the other tyre to go on the back end, yeah. So I'm going to do that off camera and come back to you for the next piece. Now we need number 6, which is this piece here. This is the piece we need, number 6. So I'm going to snip it off, clean it off, show you how it goes on. Now bear in mind, see my little pokey stick, that's where we need to cut it there. We need those pins. Okay, so we need that pin. There's another pin the other side. This has to stay as well. So I'm going to snip it off, clean it down, I'll show you how it goes on. And this is very easy. So you take this one, this is the second one you built. Now with these pieces, there's a little lip at the top, that's the top of the wheel section, okay? There's 1 pin, 2 pins, 3 pins. There's 3 holes. They just line up. Okay. I'm not going to push it on because I want to glue it in first. And this one's the same. This goes on there. So at the start of the ATV. So I'm going to glue those into place and then come back to you for the next piece. Right, so the next 2 pieces we need are 12 and 13. So I'm going to snip them and clean them, show you how they go together. This is very straightforward. So I'm going to put some glue in here first of all. So you've got holes in here, and there's actually little grooves. So this comes over the top. So you've got 2 pins there. They go into those little grooves. It just basically lines up like so. There we go. So there we have. I'm not going to worry about the join line for a minute. But when it comes to later on, I might have to just run a bit of plastic glue over there. So the next pieces that we need are number 23, which is this one, and 24. Now it's very straightforward. They both have a pin on them. and they have the magazine on the outside. So 23 goes on this side, 24 goes on that side of this piece. So I'm going to snip them up, clean them down, and I'm going to show you how they go on. So basically, the gun, which has 2 pins, and there's 2 holes. See, I've put some glue on it already, and that just goes in there and lines up, so it's perfect. The other side's going to be the same, so drop a bit of glue in there. We're in twin bolt raffles. Now this little bad boy glues into the front here. So there's 2 pins there, there's 2 holes there, it goes in there, like so. Yeah, so I'm going to glue it into place, and then we'll come up for the next piece. So the next parts we need are number 40, which is this marine head, number 35 and 36. So I'm going to snip and clean them and show you how they go together. Right, so it's very straightforward. This is the back, this is number 36. So I'm going to drop a little bit of glue along there, first of all. Take the head, and there's a little bit that just slots in there like so. Drop a bit of glue on the 2 holes along the base here. And in the front, 2 pins, 2 holes, they just slot into each other like so. Now, the arms are going to go on here, but I'm a bit dubious about the arms going on because of the pins. They may not go all the way in, but we're going to try them without it first of all. So the next pieces that we need are number 37, 38. These 2 pieces without the wrist, without the hand on, and we need number 39 as well. I'm going to snip all 3, clean them down and show you how they all go together. Now this is very, very easy. So I'm going to put some glue on here. It's not on properly, so you can see there's a little gap there. And take the Space Marine arm. It should just slot in. Now I'm doing this in one motion because I want to, if there's any problems, I can take it up and snip the pin down. So there's where we have that. Then I'm going to drop a little bit of glue on there. As you can see, there's some funny little shapes there with the wrist. There's 2 little bits that stick out there. They just slide in like that. Now before I put him into place, the next piece that we need is number 18, which is this crazy ass piece. So I'm going to snip that down, clean it down, show you how it goes on. Again, this is very straightforward. You can see there's a number of holes there. This just slots on over the top like that. Pop in. I'm not going to push them in because I want to put some glue in there first. But there's 2 holes there. See them? 1, 2. And there's 2 pins. So it just goes in and they go in the back there. So I'm going to glue that into place and I'll come back and show you how the man goes on. Right, so the little dude, as you can see, there's a hole in the pin. He just slots in. There's a pin and there's a hole. So just put some glue on and put him in now. He goes in here. And that is control console goes on there. There we go. Looking tasty. So the next bit that we need is number 25. So I'm going to snip that, number 25, sorry, number 27, which is this piece, and we need on off the small sprue number 26, which is this piece here. I'm going to snip those 3 pieces off, clean them down and show you how they each go on. Right, so here's how all these pieces go on. So you've got the two bars, the two little pins at the front there. I'll run some glue down there. And this piece, number 25, there's two holes. That just slots in there across the front there. Then you've got this piece here. This little bar goes in there, like so. And then some glue in this little hole here. And the little antennae goes in there. Very, very straightforward. Right, so almost there. So basically this is the small sprue. We need all of these parts apart from the two arms. We don't need these two for a minute. So we need number 30, which is the backpack, number 32, which is the front of the body, minus the feet because they're on the back of the truck. His head, which is 31. His little gun belt was 29, and 28, which is his back of himself. I'm going to clip all them off, clean them down, and I'll show you how they all go together. Right, so this is very straightforward. First thing we're going to do is drop a bit of glue in there. I'm going to come with the head. It's got that little thing on the bottom. I'm going to push that in place. Then we're going to whack a bit of glue along the join line there. On the two pins, because the back of him comes on now with two holes and two pins. This should just slot straight in there like so. See a little bit of sprue that I've missed. Fill those join lines in as well. Put a little bit of glue in there. His gun belt end just slots on there, and then his backpack. Very straightforward. So that's the guy basically. So then what we do is, the next pieces needed is actually number 14, which is this piece, and number 15. I'm going to snip and clean them, show you how they go on. This is very straightforward. So number 14, which is the big piece, and number 15, so number 15 just slots in. Should just slot in. Give me some problems. Of course you're going to give me problems, of course. There we go. Just lost in there, so you're left with that, the contraption. This little contraption then, as you can see underneath, there's a pin, there's 3 little holes. There's a hole and 3 pins at the top. So that just goes in there. I'll show you exactly how. Like so. You don't have to worry about the join line because it's underneath. You're not going to see it, because unless someone picks it up and goes, "Oh, you did do the join," you know, what you give over. The next thing to do, this merino we just built for the back, he has pins on the bottom of his feet, and that's where his feet go. So we're going to put some glue in there. We're going to bring him down. Place him on there, so you see his feet look fine, the back of him looks fine. Wow, we're almost finished this now. Now, some of you might think, oh, we need the arms now. Nope, not the arms yet. Here's what we need now. Now, it comes with a multi-melter, yeah? So if you're doing the multi-melter, it's these two pieces, pretty self-explanatory, they go into each other. This is the guard piece for it, and then this part goes into it as well. This is the fuel cell. But I'm going to have him upgraded to have this Gatling gun. I can't remember what it's called now. But again, these two pieces, the armor piece, the magazine, and this is the top of the barrel, number 11. So first we need number 2 and 3. There's self-explanatory how they go on. There's a hole, there's a pin. Yeah, there's a pin there as well, and there's a hole back there. They all line up. So I'm going to snip those off, clean those down, glue those together, and then come back for the next 3 pieces. Right, so now we need number 11, number 9, and number 10. I'm going to snip and clean them and show you how they go on. That pin has to stay on there, okay? Right, so let's get the easy parts out of the way first of all. Yes, there's a hole in the barrel of the gun. Just drop a little bit of glue in there. The actual end of the barrel, number 11, actually has a pin, and it just slides in there like so. Now this piece, there's a little slot there, there's a little bit there that just slots in there like so. Nice. Then hold this side of the gun. It holds the magazine. Now if you can't get it all the way in, all you do is snip a piece of that pin off, which I might actually do. If I can get it out. No, I can't get it out. Looks like we're all in. There we go. Yeah. Now this piece, I was looking for it. There's the pin there. So there's some glue on that. And it's actually a half circle hole. And it's actually a half circle pin. So that goes in there like so. So the next piece that we need, you would have guessed it, is the 2 arms. The 2 Space Marine arms. I'm not going to have to show you how to do this because it's very straightforward. Arm goes in there. See the hole there? The hand has a little pin, and it pins into that. That's both sides the same. Yeah. So I'm going to snip them off, clean them down, and glue them into place, and then come back to you for final thoughts. And there we have him. Absolutely fantastic sculpt. Now, difficulty rating, I'd probably give this guy a 2. The mould lines ain't that bad. Piecing it together is actually very straightforward. You just look at it first and go, oh, what the hell is this? But it's actually very, very straightforward. I was looking at the rules for this guy, and he's actually quite nice. So he goes, you can have him on his own, or he can join a unit of Outriders. Now, when he's with a unit of Outriders, when that unit is shot at in the enemy shooting phase, he gets to do a free shoot back at them as if it was his turn. I think it's once per turn though for him. So that's quite nice. I think this weapon has, looking at, if I remember properly, 8 shots. I think they're devastating wounds, I think. Strength 5, I think it's AP 0, I think it's 1 damage apiece, I think. Got the heavy bolt rifles, and there's a heavy bolt pistol in there as well, which I presume I presume he has. That's what's on his back. So if they're in combat, he can at least shoot that heavy bolt pistol off. There's one thing I always forget when Space Marines are in combat, that they're all armed with bolt pistols. So when it's your turn, and your units in combat, they can shoot their bolt pistols into the enemy unit to weaken them down a few more. But we all forget that probably, I don't know. But I know I do, and I know Mark does. Anyway, yeah, it gives you 2. Very, very simple, very straightforward. So if you've enjoyed this video, guys, it's helped you in any way, please please subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button to share this video, so YouTube triggers YouTube to share this video with more and more people. Any comments or questions, chuck on below, guys. Until next time, take it easy.